Hi, come here. Let's talk to the retired people. As retired people, my name is Gladys Wambua. I retired 8 years ago, and life in retirement is what you make it. You may ask me why. Why do I have to say is what you make it? Sometimes we retire, or someone retires and they actually don't know what to do or what next because they have been living a very busy life. And they're wondering how life is going to be. They've been busy around people. Every day you wake up in the morning and you return in the evening very tired. At the end of the month, you get a pay and life goes on. You bring up your children and you've just lived a busy life. By right now, you are retired or you're planning to retire, and especially those who have retired now. I made a video immediately after I retired with very little experience, but now I've been retired for the last 8 years. And retirement can just be enjoyable. If you choose to accept your age, if you choose to accept where you are, if you choose to accept you have invested in life since you are young, and accept that now you have retired, and we are talking about the experience and the purpose of retirement. And since I've been retired for 8 years, I thought of it just talking about how we can manage our life, how we can manage our time, how we can manage even our health, how we can manage how we handle things, and how we can manage our families. What was the purpose and what is the purpose of retirement? The purpose of retirement is you reach a point in your life and you feel like you are not as active as you used to be, and there are some years that you really have to leave the office whether you like it or not, and you have to accept your situation. I used to look at my parents when they were aging, and I never knew that I'll still reach that age. And when you're in that position, you appreciate life more and more and learn to appreciate yourself, learn to appreciate even your parents, and learn to appreciate your children. Sometimes when people retire, they feel lost living work. They feel lost. They feel the purpose that they lived for is lost. But let me tell you, it is not lost. You have lived a very active life, and you cannot just sit down and let things just happen. You need to begin doing something that is not as active as how the office was. And I want to tell you, retirement is not the end of life. It's the beginning of a new chapter. It's the beginning of a chapter that you have not lived, yet you're beginning to live. And how do you start that new season of retirement? It's been quite a while, and sometimes you wake up and you just want to be lazy and just stay around and do nothing. But you can't do that every day. You have to have your life moving and even earning. You need to have your life active. What you do, you need to plan. Like when you are in the office, the organizations used to plan for us what we are going to do every day. But you now retired, you're under no obligation to work for anyone. You have to wake up and plan your life. So how are you planning? And as we said, retirement is not the end of usefulness. It is the beginning of living with wisdom and purpose, and implementing even some of the things that you used to implement for your boss, now implement in your own life. Since you retired, what have you done? Like myself, I'm retired. I wake up in the morning and have a plan for each day. If I have a plan to walk around in my house, or have a plan just to shoot a video and encourage people, I feel satisfied. If I have a plan to go out, do a few things, work on my land, work on my shamba, check on my things, that is a plan for the day. But I make sure that every day is different than yesterday. I make sure that I make my life useful. I plan for the day, and I love just doing what I want to do. Not being pushed by anyone, but just being active in my life. You cannot stay an idle life. You cannot sit there and wait for your children to come. Your children are busy. They are doing their own things. They have their own families. What are you doing yourself? You have worked many years. What have you invested in your life? Can you begin enjoying that money? Can you start going on holidays? Because as you make yourself busy, there are days that you need to plan and just go out and take care of yourself. Plan, go on holiday. Relax, you're not in a hurry, you are retired. Begin enjoying your life and don't have a lot of expectations on grown-up children. They have a responsibility. You did your work, you taught them what to do. Now take care of yourself. Do not forget yourself. By the way, much of the time when you retire, you find most of your life you're just living for your family, for your children. Any money you earn, it is paying their school fees, taking care of them, buying their food, doing everything for them, and handling them. But now when you have retired, we assume your children are doing something with their lives. And now it is your duty now to take care of yourself. Take care of you. Love yourself. I make sure that I have a plan for myself and I assure myself every day I'm important. I should love myself. I should never forget who Gladys is. Gladys is a retired banker. But before I became a banker, I used to work with the Kenya Airways when I was a young girl before I got married. And life was sweet. I enjoyed part of it and I loved it until most of my life now I spent just working for a Kenyan bank that took care of me as I worked. And I thank God that even where I stay, I got the house through the bank that I used to work. And I can sit down and say, yes, I worked. I can see the fruits of the things that I did. And let's love ourselves. Take time and learn to talk to yourself. I want to talk about staying active in your life. Do not live an idle life. The dangerous thing that you can do to your life is staying idle, doing nothing, expecting people to do things for you. Do things for yourself. Not with the speed that you did when you were working, but at your own speed. We used to wake up by 4 to going to work or by 5. If you are staying in Nairobi like me, by 5 you're out of the house because you don't want to stay in the jam and you don't want to be late in the office. But now relax, take time and relax. Wake up at your own time. As long as you are living an active life, don't push yourself too hard. You are retired. Love yourself. Look around your house, make your house clean and enjoy the environment where you are. Join fellowships, join groups where you fit. Don't join groups that you don't fit. Don't join groups that you don't fit. If you feel like you're in a group and you're uncomfortable, please don't waste your time there. Stay with a few people who you share this common goals. If you find you're in a group where you're not sharing same goals, don't tire your mind. That your age does not allow you to be frustrated by people. Enjoy your life. And also go to places where you are accepted. But do something with yourself so that financially you're stable and you are able to take care of yourself without bothering anyone. No one wants to be bothered, imagine. So live a peaceful life. Serve God. Live for God. Have an active life. Take care of yourself. Go on holidays. Plan your day every day. Like when you woke up in the morning today, you sat down, took your breakfast carefully, enjoyed the breakfast. You are not in a hurry like you used to do when you are working. Take time and take care of yourself. Retirement is a good thing. Depends on how you take it. How are you taking your retirement? Don't push yourself too hard and don't condemn yourself. You did your best and now it's time for you. This year, how many times are you going on holiday? Or are you waiting for people to approve your holiday? Save. That money that you're earning every month, you're not paying any school fees. Save. And take 2 times in a year, go on holiday. Like I used to go once in a year when I was working, but as much as I want to go on holiday, I will just plan and go by the grace of God, and I go and relax. Do not tire yourself with things that don't bother you anymore. You did your best, love yourself, and take care of yourself. As retired people, let's decide to enjoy our life. God bless you and see you next time.